Hello, Eric Mott for Critter Talk. I'm here in San Francisco with Anthony Kennada, author of the Category Creation book and newly appointed CMO at Front. I recently attended Anthony and Nick Mehta's talk about category creation at the NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center in San Francisco. It was a fantastic conversation between two industry thought leaders. A link to their talk is included in this video description and a related blog post. We're going to dive into a couple of questions I have about the book. Sound good?
Sounds great. Thanks for having me on.
I have to admit, I'm still reading the book and loving it so far. Can you briefly define what category creation means for people who work in any industry?
Yeah, so for years, I think we as a both software industry, but as well as industry at large, have been obsessed with this concept of disruption, where we can provide kind of a better mousetrap to existing solution that exists out there in the world. But sometimes companies or just entrepreneurs, founders can observe problems that have never actually had a solution presented in place, or maybe no one even articulating that problem in a meaningful way. And so you can think of like what Gatorade has done for the sports beverage industry, what Uber and others have done for ride sharing. And in the B2B software side, companies like HubSpot introduced us to inbound marketing, and what companies like Drift are doing for conversational marketing, Gainsight for customer success. These are all different kind of markets and categories that didn't exist. And so these companies had to both help evangelize the market and the problem set, as well as the solution being their products and services.
Yeah, that makes sense. And with that as context, and as you think about your unique relationship with Nick and your category creation success at Gainsight, what do you believe are key ingredients in terms of a relationship between the CEO and the marketing executive in charge to make category creation work for an early stage or mature company?
Yeah, this is really important. So I think the relationship between the CEO and CMO, or whoever the marketing leader is critically important to get this right. And you're right, Nick and I have developed a great relationship over the years, both in working together, him being sort of a mentor to me as well as a friend. And so it's really important because creating a category is really hard. It's expensive, and sometimes the ROI is hard to articulate, at least on the short-term basis. It tends to be something where there aren't a lot of proven benchmarks. And so being able to compare yourself with other industry standards is tough when you're inventing a new industry. And so all of these things require trust to be built between the different leaders, and also some belief and tailwind to go out and try and experiment. And so it's really critical that this is an open dialogue and a strategy that has buy-in across the entire executive suite, but especially between the CEO and the marketing leader.